This is my favorite video so far in my confidence project because critical thinking might be the most important skill that you are ever going to learn. When I was your age, when I was younger, critical thinking just wasn't something that we talked about. It was just assumed. We were taught how to find the answers. We had to go out and look for the answers, whether it be in the encyclopedias or whatever, not how to question them. And that's a problem because today we're growing up in a world where answers, they're everywhere, but most of them are fake or not accurate. So let's be real here. We are surrounded by content that's designed to influence, not inform. And between AI, social media filters, and people selling lifestyles that just don't even exist, you can't just scroll anymore. You've got to see. And that's where critical thinking comes in. And it is a skill that can be built. Critical thinking it's not about being negative. It's about being aware. It doesn't mean you walk around doubting everyone or thinking you're smarter than the world. It just means that you just take a pause. You want to pause long enough to ask, is this true? Who benefits if I believe it? What's missing here? You see, critical thinkers, they don't jump to conclusions. They pull it apart. They ask better questions before forming their actual opinions. And that is not being cynical. It's just being aware and awake. So why does this matter more now than it ever has? Well, with AI filters, deep fakes, fake news, they are not future problems. They are today's reality. People creating entire lives online that just really never existed. And the danger isn't just that we might believe them. It's that we start comparing ourselves to them. So when we stop questioning, we stop thinking. And when we stop thinking, well, we stop growing. And that's why confidence and critical thinking, they just go hand in hand. Because confidence is believing in yourself. Critical thinking is understanding the world around you so you don't lose yourself in it. So what are the 5 traits of a critical thinker? Well, let's talk about what that actually looks like. Because it's not just about analyzing politics or news. It's about how you think in everyday life, about friends, relationships, social media, and even yourself. So your number 1 trait is going to be curiosity. And critical thinkers don't rush to prove themselves right. They're curious about why something is the way it is. And they say, tell me more, not, I already know. The second trait is humility. You can't learn if you think you already know everything. A critical thinker admits when they're wrong, and that's real confidence. And the third trait, it's hard, but it's emotional regulation. So if your emotions run the show, well, your thinking just doesn't stand a chance. Critical thinkers don't let anger or fear make the decision. They pause long enough to respond instead of react. And that fourth trait, it is perspective. They can see more than one truth at once. Life isn't black and white. And a strong thinker, they can hold space for both. And then that last trait, the 5th one, is going to be courage. Because questioning the popular opinion, it takes guts. It takes grit. It's easier to follow the crowd. But confidence grows actually when you stand alone. So how do you build it? How do you actually become a critical thinker? Step 1, I know this is going to be hard for some. Slow down. Because most bad decisions, it just comes from rushing. When something triggers you, stop. Ask yourself, what's really happening here? 2, let's go ahead and cross-check your sources. Don't let one TikTok tell you the truth. Check 2, 3, or 4, especially from people who don't agree. You're going to learn faster when you listen wider. The 3rd step, let's ask better questions. Instead of, is this right? Try, who wants me to think this is right? That question alone is going to save you from a lot of manipulation. Step 4, let's trust your gut, but you got to verify it because intuition is powerful, but it's not always evidence. So use both. Your gut will warn you. Your mind will confirm it. And the fifth step, let's stay teachable. Critical thinkers don't need to be the loudest. They just stay open, just enough so they can grow. So here's the truth nobody told me. You can't be confident in a world you don't understand. If you want real confidence, and not the look at me kind, you've got to know how to think, not what to think. That's why this ingredient is the third part of my confidence recipe. And see, grit, it gets you started. Moxie keeps you going. But critical thinking, again, my favorite, that's what makes sure you're going in the right direction. So my final thought here is just every generation faces tests. Yours are different than mine. Ours was survival. Yours is truth. Learning to think critically, like to question, to analyze, to stay awake. It's not just about being smart. It's about staying free. So the next time you see something online that it just seems a little too perfect, which is a lot of things these days, pause, breathe, and ask, is this real or is this just what they want me to believe? Because the second you start asking questions, you're already stronger than most people scrolling beside you. So, with this in mind, if this hit home for you, hit subscribe and share it with a girl who's ready to think for herself. Because that's how we build a generation that doesn't just follow the trend. They see through it.